Hello everyone, I am Hassan from GFX Academy, and today we will start to continue our journey inside Arnold with Maya. We will start to have a very quick look with lights in Arnold. The perfect thing here with Arnold is that it accepts really all the lights in Maya. We have here different kinds of lights inside Maya, and really Arnold see it and accept it. Let's see how. If we have a quick look at that scene here, we don't have any lights here. So if we have a quick look, you will see zero lights. So you will have a black image. So let's create a light, for example, a point light here. So I don't see it. It's here. Let's enter. Go. See? Now I have something inside my scene. So let's have it a little bit here or there. So I have here some data, but it's not enough. So let's see what we can do. If we have a look here at our point light, we have the color and we have the intensity, which is 1, and it's really not enough. So you can use it here in order to make it a little bit bigger, to about 5 maybe, 9 maybe. It's really black. Come here, come here. Let's look through the light. I don't see anything here. Let's be, yes, I can see something here, something nice. Like that. Okay. So I need to just increase that number to be a very large number, and I keep increasing and don't have some quite good lights in order to just to satisfy my scene. So how to do it? Let's go back to 1 and let's see the Arnold options. If you go down here, you will find with the options Arnold option. When you open that, you will find something called exposure. Exposure here is the same with intensity, but it's very strong. So when you just write here about 8, see, I have the same data with about 50 here or 80. So it's the twice power of intensity. When I have about 10, see, in order to achieve the same result here with intensity up there here, you need to go twice power of the exposure. For example, if you go with your calculator here, okay, if I need it about 11, mm, 9.5, 10. I think 9 is good. Okay. So in order to achieve the same result, just keep this one here as a screenshot. In order to keep the same shot here or the same light with the intensity, I need the double power of the exposure. So how much? I need 2 for the power of 9. So I need here 512. So if you make this one no exposure, about 0 to go black, and I want to use the intensity, so I need to use 512. See, to get the same result. If you want to compare here between the same result and the previous result, see, no difference at all. So that's why we don't use intensity more than 1, maybe less than 1, and only dealing with Arnold exposure here. See, because with a very low number you get a very nice render, a very nice light. Okay, we have here the samples, so you can just get away from this noise using the samples. If you have a shadow and have some noise with your shadow here, you just use the samples of your light. Radius in order to make your shadow a little bit softer. If you have a lock here, it's really crisp and it's not real, so you can use radius in order to make it a little bit real. So let's make it about 0.2. Begin to be feathered, as you see, and of course when it's feather here you will need more samples to get rid of this noise here. As you see, I think it's good, but I will not increase the samples, not to increase my render time. So when you have some noise up there, you can just make it softer and nicer using the samples, more samples for your light. We have after that normalize. Normalize just to make it more normal, just imitate the real world, the physical world. How to do this? Normalize is just break the relationship between the size of your light, and the intensity. To understand that more, let's take this light out and let's take something else like area light. Just pause, I don't see it. Where is my area light? Yes, it's here. Let's get it in and go come here. Let's go through the light. Where is inside my box? Just come here. I think that's good. And now let's come here to see. And of course I don't have any data. I need more lights or more intensity through the exposure. So let's try 8. Nice. Let's make it like that. Maybe come here. Rotate it a little bit. Okay, and let's make this about 12. Yeah, nice, much nicer, very good. Okay, so now here I have scale of the light and the intensity of the light. If you come here, go zoom out in order to see the light, just make it a little bit smaller like that. And let's take a way normalize. See the difference here? Now I see the size of my light and the exposure, and if I make it bigger I get more light, and if I get it smaller I get less light. So in order to make it more normal, because I don't have a light such like that in the real world, I just check that option normalize in order to make it normal. So now whenever you make it bigger or smaller, you will not have any results except at the real world. So it really guarantees that you have a very realistic render. So in most cases you don't just uncheck that option. It's very important just to leave it like that, unless you want to have a specific render without any realistic render or physical mathematics. So you just uncheck that in order to get that fancy result. If you don't want that shadow, you just uncheck the cast shadow option, as you see. If you don't want it to be really black like that, just go to the shadow density like that to make it gray or dark or black or no shadow at all, as you like. Okay, of course the resolution, spread of your shadow here, as you see, spread of your light, and you don't come to that option also. And finally here, if you have volumetrics or fogs, noise, something at the air with the atmosphere, if you want your light to affect that fog or that volumetrics, you just check that option. And if you want to cast shadow inside your volumetrics, you also check that option. And if so, you needed more samples for your volume, you just deal with the volume samples if you have here some fogs, as we will see later inshallah. Now we have a very quick look at the light inside Maya that really Arnold deals with and accepted. We will know more later inshallah next time when dealing with spotlight. Is a very important light. There has a lot of options that we will know later, and is very it needs really a specific lecture or a specific video in order to deal with its options, and that's exactly what we will speak of next time inshallah. See you. Goodbye.